a moment by myself.
Hanukkah is over, and also my vacation time. I'm gonna let you a couple of videos of it at the end of the video. I have many on my mind to share with you these next months. But for now, let's come back a bit to the time when I was apart from my husband. As you could know from another videos, I had a lot to do by myself, taking care of the plants, crops, house, and pets here. It was a lot, and also I had to take care of my own health, preparing every meal and trying to decrease the stress levels so that I can get a healthy gut. Sometimes I get frustrated or overwhelmed because I felt that I couldn't make it, that it was so much for me. Even my meal planning for the restrictive diet that I had. But at that time, it was worth it. My symptoms were less, and I felt myself full of energy to do what I needed to do. But in those moments of stress, I had my Shabbats. Every Shabbat is unique, but in this occasion, I want to show you a couple of mine where I was able to reorder my thoughts and priorities. Get relaxed and be guided by the Holy Spirit in how to keep going the next days. I tried to apply this idea from one of Madison Gray's videos, but I modified it to my reality and view. The idea was to write down the things that drain me energy and the things that fill me up in my daily life. Chapter 1. To do this, I took my notebook, pens, my bike, and went out to a park nearby with great views. It was amazing the biking time. I looked for an under tree spot and started to think what to do or how to do it. I put some Hebrew worship music and started to draw what I see. After a while, the Holy Spirit started to guide me in some areas of my life. Then I wrote this kind of list. In one side of the paper, I wrote everything that drains me, and in the other, what fills me. The lists are made in order to what came to my mind first, not in frequency or other method. It turns out that I was paying more attention or hours of my day to the things that drain me than the things that fill me. So I realized that I needed to do something to gain daily time for me and my loved ones. Also, to separate the time that I need to create new videos, recipes, paints, or whatever that I love to do. But it wasn't just that. I also knew that I had to make some decisions in order to have a better quality of life and to feel myself more satisfied, to lay the burden that became my old decisions. For example, I didn't want to let go some stuff because of my desire to take care more of the environment and creation like doing eco bricks, which is a good idea, but it wasn't working for me anymore because I didn't have the time like in our first house. The idea of not doing them and see the bottles and plastic waiting for me all the days, plus that I didn't want to just throw them away was consuming me. It made me feel terrible. Like this case, I was dealing with many stuff and I needed to decide. So, to achieve that, I made something like a brainstorm in another page of my notebook. This is what it looked like. After this, I realized that I need to stay focused in what is essential for me and my household. I came back home satisfied. Chapter 2. A couple of weeks later, I felt similar. It's difficult to let go when you think you can do it better or if you push a little bit harder. So I went back and wrote down everything that I was doing at that time and the things that I can improve or just let go because I kept calling to ideas. I wanted to be a different person, but it was costing me a lot of my well being. Chapter 3. My husband came back, and with him, the things to do get doubled, even when he was doing a lot. There's still a lot to do, specifically with future projects that we need to start to work now. So I organized in different lists the stuff that need to be done and we start to work. At the end of December, my mother-in-law came and we visited the park again. It was beautiful to enjoy the view, the conversations and recordings, kind of a child again. Still, I have some overdue things, and sadly, without realizing it, with my husband back here, I started to focus again in the to-do list more than enjoy the moments, in order to get the things done as fast as I can. So I remember those moments in the park with my family like treasury moments. At the end of all of this, I think that everyone needs those times of being without humans, cats, dogs, and every responsibility to look where I'm going and where I want to be, to take care of our mental health, to stop and rest, to prioritize and to decide what is the best for us and our families. For example, I realized that instead of making eco bricks, was better for me to buy stuff in recycled packaging or without it, instead of trying to put every plastic bag in a bottle. So it's less time spent on it, and I can do other stuff with the same time, like telling you this story. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Fair.